My video for February the 2nd, 2018 is entitled, "The Deep State is High Treason." There is nothing I would like more than to see the NWO plans for a one-world totalitarian regime to be taken down and humanity freed from the evil agenda that has enslaved humanity longer than any of us can remember personally. We're talking multiple millennia. Yes, I think the buck has to stop with the original creator for allowing this. Hopefully he, she, it has a good reason beyond allowing demonic criminals to have free will while depriving the rest of us that same right. In any case, in our current era, the so-called deep state has committed high treason based on the Republic documents created by the forefathers who founded the United States in America. With the replacement of the original 13th Amendment that banned titles of nobility, criminal attorneys subverted everything decent and allowed even more criminal international bankers to rule the world by stealth. These things are being revealed by those of us who are waking up and sounding the alarms. The penalty for high treason is death. As I said in the previous video, I listened to Donald Trump very intently. And when he talked about letting Jerusalem become the capital of Israel, that turned me completely off. The same as I'm turned off, someone recommended me to watch a particular video and it was Alex Jones. When I see it's Alex Jones talking anymore, I don't listen anymore because I can't take this constant screaming. He can talk, and if he would talk in a modulated voice, it would be acceptable, but he yells at people. I can listen to some of Alex Jones' videos done by other people than Alex Jones, but Alex Jones himself, because of his shouting, loses credibility. And speaking of credibility, the entire system of world finance, world governance, the whole scenario that we have to deal with is fraud. And as I said in the blurb, why would a creator that supposedly honors free will not stop those that deprive others of their free will, namely the demonic entities? And some say it goes back to Lucifer, even before humanity was created, that the first creation was an angelic creation, and 1/3 of the angels led by Lucifer rebelled, and Lucifer became the one that wrote the Old Testament saying, let us, he's talking about his fallen angels, let us make man, humanity, in our image. And because the only thing that they could work with is the life force that exists in everything, namely the divine energy, if you will, they had to create man with that energy, okay? They had to create, everything that they created came from that original energy that we have been trained to call God, which I always thought was a granter of desire. However, the God of the world is a depriver of desire. They want for themselves everything, but they want to give nothing to anybody that doesn't serve their purpose and their agenda. And it's an evil agenda. But in relationship to the modern world, in the United States of America, what they committed is high treason. Now, I want to just remind you folks what the original 13th Amendment was about. It was about barring those that held titles of nobility from holding any public office. I know for those of you that listen all the time, you said, Ron, you sound like a broken record. We've been hearing you say that over and over again. And indeed, I have said it over and over again. Because once attorneys that were in alliance with the British world order, the British Commonwealth, that is you have to understand, that's an evil entity. Now, I'm not saying Brits are bad, because most Brits are just like everyone else, just like most Jews, whether they're fake Jews or real Jews, they're like everybody else. They're just human beings. But the people that are at the top of the chain, of the food chain, if you will, those that claim nobility, those that claim ownership of the world, they are demonic elements. They do not have humanity's best interest at heart, and they never have. And unless they are able to get repentance somehow, they never will, which is why I get so frustrated that the creator, whatever the creator is, doesn't take action to bring peace on earth. Now, the creator is supposed to be about peace. But of course, even Jesus said, think not that I came to bring peace on earth. I came to bring a sword and to set one man at variance with another, which makes me question, what kind of a God is that? What kind of a Jesus is that? What kind of a Christ is that? Yet there's elements of truth that have always been woven into the tapestry of deception. And there had to be, because the life force comes from something beyond all of the deception, beyond all of the confusion. There has to be something behind that. And that's, when I talk about God, that's what I'm referring to. But the God that we have been encountering in our life experience, that God is not the real creator. It's a fake. It's a fiction. It's a gross distortion of everything that's true. That's why, if we want to live, we have to get it straight. But the deception is evil, which is just simply live backwards. Think about it. Think about it. Things are hidden in plain sight if we would only look at them. But we don't pay attention because we've been brainwashed. We're constantly, the younger generation is constantly in their cell phones. I see it with my own grandkids. I see it with people when I take my grandkids to and from school. The kids come out of school, and the first thing they do is they've got their cell phones in their hand, texting their friends. It's insane. It's insane. It's a brainwashing system. We've got to somehow wake up, and we've got to be able to have these treasonous beings, whatever they are, they appear human. Some say they're not even human. Whatever they are, they have committed crimes against life itself, against humanity. And it's time for an accountability. It's time for a leveling of the playing field so that all humanity can prosper and be in health and experience wealth that does not come from some artificial construct, but comes from something that's at least natural and allows us to conduct business and on a level where everyone benefits, where no one takes advantage of others, where we are our brother's keeper and we work together lovingly and with kindness and with compassion, not like Hillary Clinton, who says, what difference does it make? It makes a lot of difference, Hillary. It makes a lot of difference. We have to stop people like you with a mindset like yours from holding any public office. So I'm glad Hillary did not get elected, but I'm not sure about Donald Trump. As I said in the previous video, he says some good things, but I have question marks come up all the time about some of the other things he does or does not do. Anyway, thank you folks for listening, and namaste.